I'm Casey Mohr from Schild Estate Wines in the Barossa Valley. We're a family-owned, estate-grown estate with 450 acres of vineyard today. This story was started with Ben Schild moving his family 3 generations ago to the Barossa Valley. Ed Schild then took over his son at the age of 16 when his father suddenly passed away. Ed took on the 20-acre mixed farm, which then grew into the 450 acres of vineyard that we have today. Ed worked tirelessly through the 70s and 80s and 90s acquiring land when the vine pool in Australia was at its peak, saving some of the most important historic pieces of Australian wine history, and one of those being the Muraroo vineyard, which today we still have 4 rows of the vines that were planted in 1847 by the Jacob brothers. These vines still produce some amazing Shiraz fruit, which today is put into our Muraroo limited release Shiraz. So our philosophy is all about replicating what is the fruit quality in the vineyard and bringing those flavours to life in the wines. It's about as minimal input in the winery and all about the work that's done in the vineyards. The special aspect of Schild Estate Wines is that all of our vineyards, the 12 different sites, are located within the southern part of the Barossa Valley, all within about a 5-kilometre radius of the Lindog township. Our vineyards therefore are able to give us a real picture of what southern Barossa wine style is really like. If any part of the Barossa is slightly cooler, it's in the southern part, and we tend to get the nice cool gully breezes of an evening, which we find gives us a nice elegant fine tannin structure. Schild Estate started exporting to China about 8 years ago. We have really held off on entering the market too much. We really want to find the right partners to make sure that Schild Estate grows for the long-term interest of the brand and also our business partners for the future. Schild Estate is a 50% export business. We sell to over 20 countries around the globe. The USA is still our #1 market, but with sales in Europe and Asia growing rapidly. I think the China market has rapidly grown and changed in the last 12 to 15 years. And in comparison to the domestic Australian market, the real differences are that Australians have had wine as a beverage on their tables for dinner for a little bit longer now, probably for only 10 years. So the Chinese market's probably just a little bit further behind in trend, but it's catching up rapidly. We can see that with the change of the interest in white wine and rosé, as well as sparklings, and it's not just the red table wine that are of interest to the Chinese anymore. Our requirement is really that they are a true business partner. We're looking for someone who's going to help us market the brand to the Chinese consumers and also going to help us deliver a product that is matching what consumers are looking for. So looking for feedback from our business partners so that we can ensure that we're delivering the products the way they should be to the Chinese consumers. Yeah, I think this fair's an amazing fair. It's huge. It goes over so many levels and so many different halls. The size and scale is something to be seen, and the quality of the visitors is certainly up there with some of the highest standard of trade fairs.